Did you see the One Piece anime?
The latest episode?
Yeah.
Oh my.
Hold on. Did you see it, Lawrence?
Nah.
All right.
I'm about to pull it up.
No, don't pull it up. All right. So do you mind? It's just one thing.
Oh my God.
All right.
I mean, I read the
So,
manga,
in the anime, in the latest episode,
Toei does it again.
Zoro happens to use Conqueror's Haki twice. And guess where they are? They're on the first level, still sneaking in to Kaido's fortress. So he's on the dance floor where they're all drinking and partying. They're still disguised. And Zoro just happens to just use Conqueror's Haki and knocks a couple dudes around him out. And then he does it one more time, but I forgot when. But I saw that clip and I was
Twice?
like, yeah. So what do you guys think about that?
Why? Why are they?
Who knows, Lawrence?
Because I feel
Who
like
knows?
Oda set it up the way he did for a reason.
Thank you.
Why?
I don't even have a problem with the anime taking liberties, but you can't just rewrite stuff that you know is going to, like, bruh, the first time somebody uses Conqueror's Haki is supposed to mean something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Zolo using it for the first time versus Kaido, it got everybody hyped as hell because it was a thing. It was a moment. It was versus a Yonko. It was that. It was all of that. You can't just be like, oh, well, now that we know that he has it, let's just shoehorn this one. Like,
Yeah, that's what he was saying. They did, yeah.
Like, it's funny because I guarantee you any anime like only fan is like, oh my god, this is the greatest thing ever. And anybody who read the manga is like, what are you doing? Why would you do this?
Yeah.
Why
What do
would
you gain from that?
It's so stupid. I was so mad. I laughed because I was like Toei's been doing a better job recently with the anime episodes and stuff. I was like, oh, yeah, go ahead, Toei. Out here, got directors and stuff doing things, and then they do this, and I'm like, this is why I hate y'all. This is why I hate y'all so much, yo. Why? Why would you do this, yo? There was other stuff that happened in the episode that was poorly done too, like.
There was a lot of colors, but what do you think, Lawrence? Because you didn't watch it, you didn't see it yet.
I didn't see it, no.
But what do you think of the idea of it happening? And
Salty.
Nah, I think honestly the way Oda did it was brilliant. The way he did it against Kaido.
Yeah.
Because again, Zolo didn't know he had it at all at first. You know, he was just living his life, being his best person, you know, fighting and everything.
Yeah.
And that's why when Kaido even brought it out, saying, get out of here. You have the Supreme King, you know, conquerors. So Zolo said, what are you talking about? Him using it twice, now it's like, it kind of takes away from that.
yeah,
It takes away that Kaido's recognizing Zoro and how strong it is. Like, yo, this is worst generation. Ones with conquerors in the worst generation keep popping up, and how dangerous they are. This kind of takes it away. It's like, oh, the climax of it, or how special it was, or you know, it's just
And
the
like,
moment.
Yeah, like you said, the moment, and it's like the scene. You have to change the scene with Kaido and Zolo now because now he's gonna know that he did this because he knows what Conqueror's Haki is, and he saw this happen. Like he did that, and two, it's like the point was Kaido brought this out of Zolo.
Exactly.
He was pushing him to the brink. He blocked Hawkeye. You know, what I mean? Like all of that happened to him. So him. What did he say? I'm going to push myself to the limit. Like, this is the limit of my ability. That's
I'm
what
going
he said.
to
What did he say?
release everything.
Yeah, I'm going to unleash the limit of my ability.
Oh, and he didn't say this is going to be the strongest attack I have. He said this is going to be the strongest attack I can do.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he was pulling
I don't
from
want people
deeper.
to get confused with that.
Yeah, he was pulling from somewhere deeper within him.
Yeah.
And that's why it came out.
Yeah.
So for it to just be like, oh, I'm angry about this little thing, because it was when they dropped the soup on the floor, and they were like, or something like that, right? I don't know. I didn't see the episode. But either way, Zolo was like forcing somebody to drink some beer or whatever, and like they tried to say, "Hey, well, chill out," and he like knocked them out, looking at them like nothing happened. And I'm like for you to waste this thing that the whole anime, the whole One Piece community has been waiting on for decades now on that, it's like it's legit negligence. Like it got me that mad, bro. It got me. I was like, yo, you're not serious, bro.
Yo,
Out of control.
Out of control, bro.
My
Yo,
God,
I
out of
literally thought to myself too,
control.
because I was just thinking about it, and I was like, man, this is bad.
Yeah.
This is bad. It's bad because of what you said. It takes away from that moment, and now that moment doesn't make sense. And that moment is when Zoro actually unleashes his Baoshuko, however you say it, Conqueror's Haki, against Kaido. And he, Kaido goes, "Oh, you can do the color of the Supreme King," and he's like, "What is that?" Now it's like he just did it on command, and then he did it again, and I was just like, "Yo, what?
That's stupid."
What are they gonna do now?
Yeah,
how are they gonna change it up? Now, my other question is like, Oda has some type of say of things that are allowed to happen. Is this an Oda mistake again? You know how I be bashing Oda.
Yeah.
If Oda has any say in this, did he say that was okay? Again, you remember how I told you he'd be off paneling, he's rushing a little bit, he wants to do this, he wants to do that. He thinks the anime can fill in all this other material that he could just skip by and it doesn't ruin the story. Was that part of Oda's plan? Was that part of Oda saying, hey, you can do this because I was planning to do this, but I just did it in this section? Or is it, like, you know what I'm saying? Because he has control too. It matters to his story. So if Oda's doing this too, yo, that's a knock. That's a knock. That's a knock.
Like,
because that doesn't make sense later on, like you said.
The only thing I can think of is that this would be them trying to like parallel it to when Luffy first used his like conquerors fully, and he knocked out those people
in Marineford War.
But before that, he did it on the wolves, and he knocked out the wolves.
Oh, he did it at the wolves too. Yeah.
And I'm like, but even then, Luffy was in a crazy, dire, desperate situation trying to protect something. This is just Zolo.
That breaks consistency too, because every time we've seen Conqueror's Haki used, everybody's has always been in a crazy situation. Ace, crazy situation. Yeah, Luffy, when he was in crazy situations. Doflamingo, crazy situation. They've always been in these situations of desperation, and they unleashed it. But if Zoro's just doing it...
So I'll say this, technically, if Ashura is actually King's disposition Conqueror's Haki this entire time, then yeah, he did technically use it on Annie's lobby and pass that in desperate situations. Or like, but nah, man, it don't work like that.
See,
bro.
the only time I thought when everybody was like, yo, does he have Conqueror's Haki was when Archipelago was happening, but that was anime only.
But that was good anime only.
But that was good anime only because he didn't knock anybody out. They just stumbled, and they gave a subtle hint of maybe he could have it.
Yeah.
That didn't affect the story either. That had no consequence. It wasn't contradicting anything.
Yeah.
So that was good placement.
It was vague enough.
That was bad.
It was vague enough for us to be like, yo, was that this? And spark the conversation.
Yeah.
It wasn't this definitive. Like, yo, he knocked these people out, Lawrence. Like, I'm going to show you. He literally was just like he had full control of it. Like he looked and said, and they got knocked out. And then he made a quip afterward, like, yo, chill out, not happened, type stuff. It's
definitely
for this why would you of Zolo of all people, like this was why you decided to do this? Like
yeah.
I don't think Zolo Zolo's character, I don't think he would use it at this moment.
So I think we've all come to the consensus that it's bad.
No, it is bad too, because
really
what question though? In the show.
Yeah.
Because I don't think Luffy's first showing of official conquerors, wasn't it against to knock out that bull with that person that looked like Sanji?
Yes, but that was more similar to what we got with Zolo and the flying fish fighter people.
Yes.
Where it was still vague, where it was like, yo, the bull ended up getting knocked out for real.
Yeah. It took a while though. It wasn't right away, but it was like...
we weren't like fully sure what had happened.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was like, yo, what's going on? Like that's why was Luffy doing it.
Yeah, so we were wrong with the consistency of it always being in desperate situations.
But it wasn't a casual. You are right though, but it wasn't a casual situation as in I spilled soup, because they were in battle, and Luffy, and also too, the Conquerors, you have a thing over animals, so it makes sense. So it was a little more, it
it's
wasn't
not like humans fell asleep.
Yeah, you're right.
Exactly.
You're right.
Like, he knocked a bull out. I'm not gonna be mad at that.
It is bad.
It's bad because I don't even think in Zolo's character he wouldn't even use it then.
I'm gonna act like it never happened.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
But this is why the show has been taking its hits. Like
it's been doing good recently too, man. like, it's been better. And then this happens, and you're like, this is why I won't be watching it.
Yeah, this is why I don't watch it either anymore. It's been a while. I haven't watched.
Bro, I
didn't even finish. I didn't finish Whole Cake Island.
I get that. It was long. Whole Cake was long.
Dude.
So was Dressrosa.
For the show wise, I'm still in Fishman Island.
Jeez, bro. All right.
It started. Remember, because how the graphics was looking, were looking.
Yeah.
You good?
The graphics
just
were looking.
reread it in color. You good?
Yeah.
Or don't, because it's not official.
It's but I want to watch it. But that's what got me into One Piece in the first place was the show, not the manga. So I want to watch the show.
Right.
But it's just different. It wasn't.
Let it rock. They're bad. They've always been bad.